The following program is a public access production. Comcast is required to provide time on this channel and make it available pursuant to franchise agreements with the communities we serve. Comcast is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of Comcast or its affiliates.
As well as they went last weekend, it was difficult tonight. The ball wasn't going in the basket, and Pepperdine had a great plan, and they, were staying on our shooters and our penetration. We were having a hard time finishing because of how physical they were, and they got a lead, and then we, I thought our guys competed hard, but we were kind of erratic and weren't really in the flow and the pace of how we play. But we fought, we battled, and we got to a point where I thought we could maybe sneak one out at the end, and they made a couple more plays than we did at the end. Give Pepperdine all the credit in the world.
We can't start games like this. We had that problem earlier in the year, and we were hoping to change it, and we've got to get back to basics and get off to a better start. I think when we bury ourselves in games like this, we make it way harder than it should be. But credit to Pepperdine for the way they played. They played a great game tonight, and we just got to get better for Saturday. They got us a little bit out of rhythm, got us to take tougher shots out of our sets, and they scored on the other end. It's hard to beat a team when you can't stop them from scoring. So they definitely did that tonight continuously, and it cost us.
I think with this team, we have a lot of smart players and a lot of unselfish guys, so it's just we take what the defense gives us. We attack when we attack, and we shoot when we're open and we feel in rhythm. So I think it is a balance, and you got to understand when to shoot and when not to. But I think we took good shots, and I know I have faith in everyone to make the right decision, and we did. So I just don't think we made enough of the plays. We made the right plays, we just didn't make them.
We don't have a lot of time, but the history with this group so far is they bounced back pretty well. So, but this will be tough. This is we had a nice roll, and this is a setback that we got to overcome. So a lot of games to play.
I felt like we could have done better. Obviously, we could have done better. We haven't been making those kind of falls that we did today, but there's a lot of stuff that I was happy about. I felt like some of the bar routines that we did were pretty good. We made a couple of mistakes with kids that typically don't make mistakes, so those are the kind of things that I feel like we can easily improve on. Balance beam was, I think they just got overly excited, and it isn't we're competing against Utah type of thing. It's just I'm so excited to be out here competing and doing this. They got a little bit overly excited, and that's what happens. In general, floor was very well done. I was very happy with floor, and I think we can even make some improvements there. So I see a big upside to this team, and they're all happy. Nobody was disappointed and upset and everything. You're disappointed because I felt like we could have scored better or could have done better, but not disappointed in our future. I think we've got a bright future with this team, and I'm excited to keep going here. They're coming out of club where it isn't the same. It's not it's not the big crowd. It's not all the the bells and whistles. And this is just fun. For them, they're just excited. It isn't like they're not afraid. They're not intimidated. They're just overly excited. And then they got to kind of learn and get that under control. And I think we will. And when we do, I think this is going to be a pretty good team.
In this league, it doesn't matter what team it is. They're never going to quit, and neither can we. We can't let down at any moment in the game. You know, whether we've got a 10-point lead, 20-point lead, it doesn't matter. We got to keep the pedal to the floor and just keep going. We always talk about that. The first 4 minutes are always really important for us. How we get off to a good start, and we need that each game. We've had a tough time with that. I think a few games with like the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and it's close or we're behind. So it was good to get out in front early tonight.
We just know that this league is, every game's a dogfight, and especially where we are right now, where our margin for error is so slim, it's so narrow, that we need to be really good in every area of the game that we have an advantage in, okay? Because we have a disadvantage in quite a few areas to start. I think it really shows the way that we play when we're playing well, and that's something that we're going to have to continue to to get better at. We do have an advantage from the perimeter with answer to 4. Not many guys come all the way out, big guys. And he's a guy who's really skilled. He can pass it, dribble it, shoot it. And so in some ways that is an advantage for us. But that goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that we have to be really good in what our advantage is.
I think we got back to us as far as driving and kicking and finding open men. And, if it wasn't the first guy passing out, it was the next pass. And when we can get in a groove like that where we find open guys, we get in a rhythm and the shots just go down easier. I think this league, night in and night out, you're going to have a battle, and you're going to need to, be ready for every single game. And you can't think that games are going to come easy at any point. It's just how this league's made. Coach has been preaching it to us that we need to stay focused on the game at hand and just try and focus on that one and not go too far in the pass and not think too far forward, but just stay in the present.